The 3-day cycle of the Farlands. We are continuing on November 16th, 2023. We so far raised $2,366 or 65? $66 for direct reliefs. Maui fund, but also just general fund of what direct relief and the services they provide around the world. As we've supported them in the past as well. There's a link in chat, a link under chat, or under the video player, a link in the description of the YouTube video if that's where you're watching this, where you can donate and ask a question. Thank you everybody who has thus far. And also, we're still walking to the Farlands as part of that. What a concept. 55,285 megabytes on the way there so far. If you've got your hoofs ready. Woof! Oop. Wolfie's ready. Let's get on with it. But he will know a hidey hole is there. Oh! My best friend Greg. My best friend Greg. My best friend Greg. You didn't have to do that. We're best friends. Thank you very much for the 500 bits and the very strange Bajoran golf clap. Much appreciated. I still got to get that other alert. Because we're watching Voyager now, and there was an alert. I made a timestamp of the episode. I still gotta get it though. It's annoying to have to like load up Paramount Plus and then like watch an ad, watch multiple ads, and then fast forward to the timestamp, and then have to watch more ads because you fast forwarded to the timestamp. Either that or they'll grab your ear, yes. Tell you something about your paw. Indeed. So we are continuing on. Woof. We are coming off of a few days of non-Farlands gaming. In that we found a few games that we actually started to play and like. Surprisingly, I didn't know if I was gonna like it, but Growth, which is a hexagonal puzzle game, similar in I think look to Dwarf, but the hexagons are really the only common factor. It is. I made the comparison that it's kind of like Minesweeper. But it's hexagons and animals, and forests and rivers and lakes and volcanoes eventually. Yeah, it did take a bit to figure out the dynamic rules of the game. But once we figured it out, it was, I wouldn't say it was smooth sailing, but it was at least I wasn't like, why didn't that work, you know? Except right at the end. Right at the end. When I beat the map, but because I beat the map on my... Did that dog just take damage on that leaf? Probably. I beat the map with my last animal. So instead of telling me I beat the map, it told me I ran out of animals, which is like the fail state. So that was a little bit disappointing and a little bit of a letdown. Well, don't be efficient in that game. don't put all your animals away and then secure the end piece. Do that first when you have animals left over. I do now wonder if it lets you keep playing with your remaining animals. It's just a bit of a bummer. It is not a short game. Which, I don't know, maybe that's actually a good thing. But yeah, we did that, and then we started yesterday the prequel to Lake Season's Greetings. So that'll be some streams worth. Of good video games. Of course, we didn't realize we were talking to our wife, who was flirting with us, and I'm like, I'm married. Go on, get with this dang dog. I need to find more pigs. We tried Farmer's Life, but the Farmer's Life was not for us. Another Playway essay catastrophe. Ooh. Yeah, not a terrible time for video games. Video games? Eegs. Oh, the eye's pushing me. That pig was dry. Grabbing the coal that I can. Wait for it. Wait for it. Still waiting. There it is. Pallet Hands with a $9 donation. Thank you very much. To Direct Relief Charity. Much appreciated. And a question along the topic here. Are there games set to be released in 2024 that you are looking forward to playing? I don't know of any games being released in 2024. The only one I'm looking forward to is the remastered Tomb Raider trilogy. The original. That way we can actually play Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 3. Who is it being released by? I mean, Two Evils, sure, but it's either Amazon Games or Embracer Group. Lara Croft herself, yes. That's who bought it. Look at this menagerie of animals over here. They're having a real growth party. Well, I mean, like, both companies recently laid off hundreds of people in their games department in immediately the same breath, saying that they've had their most successful and profitable years yet. There we go. Yeah, that should be good. And interesting. Being able to play those games without having to load like a DOS window and controller to keyboard translator. But yeah, I literally don't know any other video game that is being released in the year 2024. Should I be looking forward to a game? Minecraft 2, The Revenge. Get stuck under the ice, Wolfie. Like, when is the SnowRunner, a Mudrunner game? I think that's probably that was just like announced. I think that's probably like 2025 or something. Although I'm still not sure if I'm looking forward to it or not. Seems like it might be a little bit in the opposite direction of what I find what is already a razor-thin precipice between enjoyment and absolute disdain towards the franchise. Expeditions, yes. It says 2024 on Steam. I mean, that's possible. I just remember there was the, like, trailer, like the official teaser trailer or whatever. No month or date. So yeah, 2025. Unless they just completely recycle the entire engine and assets of SnowRunner. WRC. I I said before, I think this was a question previous, like what kind of games you remember playing a lot of that now you don't play any of. Oh, straight up murdered that guy. And like racing simulators was one of them. Beds and boats. And Battlestars Galacticas. Yeah, I don't that's all the video games I know about. Oh. Indeed. Very stuttery. We prefer to call them jitters. It's very jittery. Because the floating point block precision is way off. Stick around and you might be able to witness the next floating point jitter increase. And by stick around, I don't mean stick around today, but like maybe stick around for the next 2 or 3 months. 4 months? 5 months? I don't know. Get punched! What am I doing with all this cobblestone? Go on, get. Well, since all these video gaming companies are announcing layoffs, it truly is a sign of the times. I'm afraid that farlands or bust, the subsidy of the Kurt J. Mac channel enterprises are also going to be announcing some layoffs. I'm afraid spooky capitalism noises. I'm afraid that snarky yellow text has really been slacking. He hasn't been showing up to work for years now. So snarky yellow text got in the axe. No severance. Busto. Busto has been put on administrative leave without pay until further notice. The segue is no longer with us and is exploring other employment opportunities.
Oh. I almost swallowed that nut.
Just O for Busto.
Just over Busto. Oh. Uncle Grandpa has been forced to retire. We honestly don't know why he's been hanging around that long. Who else do we got? In good news, the Ain't Nothing To It guy has been asked to pick up the slack and the job duties.
Would have learned this in FLOB news segments, but all news segments have been shortened to newsettes.
Yes. Space News is no longer going to be hosted on this service and is instead only going to be live streaming launches and events on the platform formerly known as Twitter. That is kind of annoying. I wanted to watch. I mean, it was just happening live when I happened to be sitting downstairs on the TV. And like that's where I would watch like SpaceX launches. You know, because space launch doesn't matter if it's SpaceX or not. But they don't live stream on YouTube anymore. And the only like people live streaming it are like the amateur SpaceX live stream channels, which then you have to hear them talking about their super chats, and they kind of have their own not as great cameras. The backseat astronauts, yeah, the everyday astronaut, and there's another one. It's just not the same. That's a boat. Don't use a boat. Thumbnail. If it's a NASA launch, I'm pretty sure NASA TV still broadcasts on YouTube. So even if that's technically a SpaceX launch, if it's like a crewed mission or a satellite, NASA satellite, space science satellite, pretty sure those would probably still be live streamed on YouTube. Crude? Yes, a crude, uncivilized mission. Crude dude. Is your golden conductor forever now that hypes are retired? No, that's just for a hype train, not a hype chat. Hype chats never meant anything. This is a better thumbnail. Can you restream X to Twitch if you react to it? I mean, they might, honestly, they might have a Twitch channel. Although I doubt it, but they might. SpaceX.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Ain't nothing to it. Right, so the next hype train, somebody else is going to get the conductor badge, is what I'm saying. It really doesn't matter, and it's not at all part of the conversation we were having. Ooh. Or underground pumpkin. Take that, you clod of dirt. The dirt's angry. The hype train conductor is a union job, so it's semi-relevant. Boing. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, the girlfriend got her COVID booster yesterday. She's feeling like doo-doo today. Got school thing to be to this evening. I will be acting as chauffeur and guide to get her there and back. Yeah, I felt a bit garbage after this one. A couple days ago. When did I get it? Sunday? Saturday? Friday. I got it Friday. Yeah, that's Saturday. I was just blah. Blah. I don't think I streamed, did I? I don't remember. Probably not. Ooh-wee. Yeah, I was kind of achy and just generally bad feeling. Headaches mostly, like eyeball pressure. Yeah, I took a couple Tylenols, which helped. My girlfriend says she feels achy, but also like nauseous. I'm hoping that's only for the day. Woo! Hello. Oh, we also got our tree trimmed. It was a Tuesday tree trim day. We had to get this one professionally trimmed because we had to get a power line to our house dropped. And I don't know much about power transmission, but I'm very surprised that they literally just cut the line. like they literally just snipped the wire. From the main to the house. And like that's their solution. Because then when they came back to hook it back up, thankfully we didn't have to wait all day for that. They just like crimp it back together. Very weird. I mean, I could I guess I could see why like some sort of plug might present a hazard of some kind, not up to code. I just mean it's weird that it's like a solid line that they cut. You know what I mean? Instead of like a heavy duty, you know, like interchangeable mechanism. Conduit? No, I couldn't do it. That's why we had to hire the professionals. But why I oughta. Yeah, I think they do it hot. Because they had the boom truck go up there. Because I was paying attention that when the guy had the crimper out, or I guess it was more of a pneumatic crimper, like that's when the power came back on. Like it was immediate. Which I guess maybe that's why a plug won't work. Because a plug, you risk arcing or something? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Ah, careful, Wolfie. I'm sure a crimped line is more of a solid transmission. As opposed to a contacting via plugs. Right, a fault point. Thank you. So yeah, that was fun and interesting. So now our entire house and yard looks completely different because the tree has had limbs removed. But at least it's no longer hung up on the power line, which was the problem in the first place. So there's that, and hopefully it means less sap and debris on our cars that have to be parked under it. You'll remember I was considering, like, buying a... what's that called? A globe. No, a tent? Not a tent. A tarp. Not a tarp. A tent. A tarp on a tent. A canopy. A carport. A temporary carport. Park under. Present the sappage. Ooh. A tarpaulin garage? What? A marquee. A car hole. Yeah, like that one guy has in the weirdly rendered garage on Lake. The game. Tarpaulin is the actual word abbreviated as tarp. Today I learned. Ooh, excuse me. Bloop. So yeah, that was Tuesday. Not much else goings ons. Whoa. Murder. Ooh-wee. So what sort of things should an uncle grandpa. No, he's fired. Should an uncle buy for nephews who are 7 and 16? No, that doesn't sound right. 8 and 16? Go with 8 and 16. Less than 10 by a few and 16. Money and puzzle boxes. I mean, the past years I've just given them money. Just because I don't know. They don't necessarily, like, need things. In that regard. But yeah, it's always, I've always just, like, it's been too, I wait too long and then I'm just like, card with money, I guess. Haha. Money in puzzle boxes. That's interesting. Pokemon stuff. This isn't 1999. Yeah, I mean, I should do that too, but I don't. But I never really, I don't interact with them or hear from them or hear about them much. So I don't know what they could possibly want either. To be like writing down gift ideas throughout the year. I'm a phantom uncle. Uncles, if you will.
This isn't funny.
It's from his ankle.
Incoming.
Willow Rose Dawn. Incoming indeed. Good gravy. Good googly moogly. Thank you very much for the massive raid. Crash Future Podcast. I feel like Willow Rose Dawn knew that that was going to happen with those 58 months in the subtub, Willow Rose Dawn. Thank you very much. Crossover episode. Welcome, Raiders. This little ditty is Farlands or Bust. We are walking to the Farlands in Minecraft Beta 173. Raising money for charity. Direct relief right now, up above, as you can see. And I started this little journey not too long ago, just in March 2011. So we're 12 and a half years into the journey. Jackernaut remembers this starting. Is it fun? Well, let's not get weighed down with particulars. Cavalry! I like how he slid on the ice. Ice is slippery. I am this guy. People say it is itself a bit like a podcast. The game happening is just kind of a background noise to just chitting and chatting.
Glory to you and your house.
It's fun, can confirm. Also, relaxing.
My best friend, Greg, again. You didn't have to do that. You're my best friend, Greg. 19 months in the subtub. Much appreciated. So yeah, if you are watching, well, hello. Oh, they see, I was about to say that. Row, $50. Thank you very much. Going to the Direct Relief Fund for the Maui wildfire recovery. Somebody can do an exclamation point charity. We are raising money for charity, as we've done in Farlands or Bust since the beginning. Donate at that link. Ask a question in the comment field, and it'll add it to the list of topics to talk about, so that we don't just have a bunch of dead air. And it will be much appreciated. We're up to $2,425 so far since we started this season. Woof, indeed. Woof, indeed. Oh, you'll have to forgive me.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to your real best friend.
My real best friend? Who's that anonymous gifter? Thank you. I said you have to forgive me. What's the Trash Future podcast? I've not been made aware of this cast of podly nature. Anybody? No? Anybody? I mean, I know there's a little bit of a delay. There we go. A podcast about business success and making yourself smarter with the continued psychic trauma of capitalism. Ah. The Twitch stream is YouTube plus chat. From the UK. UK politics, it says. That sounds... Ow, my God! What the hell was that? What? He took, like, teleportation damage. Unless he was falling, teleported, and then landed after the teleport. How many dogs have you been through? None. This is the original Wolfie. Since episode 32. There may have been a paradoxical sort of Thomas Riker teleportation duplication problem that happened early on that we don't talk about. And then that second time where he just mysteriously disappeared and we had to induce that same paradox to get him back. Listen, it's all outlined here in this 83-page document. And then, yeah, this most recent Flobathon last May, nothing happened to Wolfie twice. Wolfie got lost on his way back to his home planet. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Wolfie could deal with the psychological trauma of being your pig murderer. He's his own pig murderer. That's his food he's fighting for. Well, thank you for the raid, regardless. How did Crash Future Podcast find Farlands or Bust? Like, were you there? Were they looking for people to raid, and was it Willow Rose Dawn who prompted it? You know what this means? You might have to sleep here, too. Ah, well, I thought that would be the case. Thank you very much. Zombie. What do we got? Not bad. Wait a minute. Is this 2 spawners? I think this is 2 spawners. Yeah, hold on. Hold up. Hold the phone. The geometry of this place is all wrong. Where did those come from? Did I just throw those on the ground instead of putting them in my inventory? What just happened? Oh, that was like... Wait. Was that another... What is happening here? Did a chest break? Well, that would have been 3 chests. So must be a 4th chest around here somewhere. But it's too late. Oh geez, what I should do is probably just destroy this. Oh, damn it. Okay, that solved that problem temporarily. This requires further investigation. I mean, unless there's another secondary spawner in here somewhere that I have to worry about. I'm sure it's fine. Let's, I guess, make our hidey hole under here. Fine. Fine. Everything's fine. Oh, it's sand. That's not fine. Because, yeah, I don't have any bed. Oh, I do have a bed. Oh, wait, it's elevated hidey hole time. What am I doing? Ah. All right, good. I was a little bit disappointed that we'd have to abandon this place. Honk shoe, honk shoe. All right. Yeah, that being cobblestone is weird. That's the chest we already opened. This sure is going to be a time for my diamond shovel to break, isn't it? Huh. I think this was, because there was a cobblestone there, I think this was 2 spawners. And they basically spawned into each other. And then this one was the winning spawner. And there was a chest right here for the losing spawner. But then it was replaced by a cobblestone block from this winning spawner. And then all of its stuff was just emptied on the ground. But there might have been another, well, the other actual spawner was deleted, and the other chest, if there was one, was deleted by this spawner. I'm a regular fox molder. FBI. Excavate the corner. Well, no, I don't think there's anything to investigate. Yeah, this one would have come out here. Maybe here. I wonder if there's anything beyond here. No. Huh. But is that corner the outside of another spawner? What corner? This corner? No. It's just a corner. It's just a normal everyday corner. Okay. Well, that was interesting. God. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to need some of this sand, actually. I mean, so that was a good amount of... Oh, I need one more gunpowder. Come on now. You know, a normal corner. One with expected results. Oh, did I do that? I probably did that. Alright, what happens if we put the bomb underground? Have an escape route. Okay. Those are shears. Ah! Yeah, it kind of deadened the explosion. Alright, well. Trying to get a picture of it. Probably should have gotten a picture before I blew it up, but weird double spawner day. Good times. We got some good iron out of that. I'm glad we didn't see any golden records either. I was about to call it the end of the stream there because I thought I was out of beds, but I was not. I thought maybe we'd have to build our house. Our end of the stream hidey hole in the house. Or in the spawner, rather. A picture or some video evidence, perhaps. Double Spawner Thursday stream. Ooh. Mystery. Most recently indeed, thusly and post haste. I do believe somebody asked if I'd ever seen a double spawner. Oh yes, as recently as today. But we've seen others. Like, we've seen others that have, like, properly formed and not annihilated each other. Like the antimatter matter that they are. It's a Black Friday special. Man, are there any Black Friday things? I'm waiting to see. I doubt that it will, but we're waiting to see if that the pots and pan set, the stainless steel pots and pans are going to go on sale. I'm also kind of waiting for like a Ryobi sale. There was one. You got a mattress on sale. They're giving those things away for free on Craigslist, though. Did you know? I think we're gonna spring for the all-clad. Which is why it would be very helpful if we found some sales. Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Black Friday, everything must capitalism.
True. But there kind of was a sale-ish. There's always a sale on the Ryobi tools, but there was one where you, like, choose this set with, like, the drill and driver, and then you get 2 tools free. And one of them was the router, which I wanted. And then another one was an angle grinder. Not an angle grinder, a different, the smaller grinder thing. So I put them both in the cart, and I'm like, all right, those are there. And then I came back, and then they took the grinder out of that sale. Even though it's in the picture for the promo, they took that out of the sale. It's no longer one of the 2 free tools you can add. Because I thought it was a pretty good deal. I'm like, oh. Die grinder, that's what it's called. Die grinder. Yeah, now I'm kind of like waiting to see if the Home Depot does something different or better. But I doubt it, honestly. Die Grinder is German for the grinder. Sur la Table has good sales. Well, I mean, the problem with the all-clad stuff is that all-clad, like, sets the prices. So it's all... like, wherever it is. Amazon, Direct, from all-clad, or Crate and Barrel, they're all the same prices. Although the Crate and Barrel set comes with a free roasting pan. The Bart the... yeah, I mean, I do have, like, credit card things. Meaningless capitalism clogging up your noggin. The old nog clog. Have a seat, Wolfie. Alright, this is the real hidey hole. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of... I do start to feel squicky and icky. About this stuff. Bye, bye, bye. Whoop. Throw your wool on the ground. Buy it for yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. Although, I don't know if the Ryobi tools are along the same ethos. But I've so far had good luck with them. And they're cheap enough and for what I need them to do. You know what else is cheap enough for what you need them to do? The end of the stream. Let's sleep and back up the world. And awakeness. 55,352 megabytes on the world save.